Hey guys, the Gadget Man here, and today I'm going to be unboxing, installing, and demonstrating this HiBoost cell phone booster system. Okay guys, so this item was gifted to me to do this video, and that's what I'm going to do. You know me, I'm going to install it, walk you through that process, and then I'm going to test it out in real world conditions and tell you exactly what kind of performance I got out of it. All right guys, so first thing, let's get this thing out of the box and see what it looks like. We have our all-important user manual here. Looks like some antennas here. Let's pull this. Everything comes well packed in nice foam, heavy cellular insulation. This is your booster, and this thing is actually quite heavy. I would say maybe around 5 pounds. It feels like a lead brick. Let's pull this padding out here. We've got some zip ties. Looks like some double-sided sticky tape here. Our power cord. The receiver here. Just some additional bolts hardware. Mounting bracket here. Actually, this here is, I believe, the actual receiver. And some cabling here, and a little spring whip mount device here, and some additional double-sided sticky tapes. All right guys, this is all that comes in the box, and the next step is going to be installing it. But you know, I'm really excited about this video, and the reason I accepted this product here was because I don't know about you, but I have been having horrible trouble with cell phone reception lately. Especially, all seemed to start with whenever 5G came out. It seems like reception and quality and everything has been just steadily declining. In the last 3 months, I have been through all 3 major U.S. networks, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, and I literally cannot get dependable cell phone reception in places where I used to have it all the time and didn't have any. I was with AT&T for about 20 years, never had any problem, and it seems like in the last 2 or 3 years, everything just has gone downhill. You know, reception is very important today, especially we travel a lot. I travel a lot. I'm on the road a lot. If I break down in an area and I don't have cell phone reception, that could be a bad situation. So this is really important for me, which is the reason I accepted this product, is because I really need this, because I need reliable cell phone reception. A lot of people in my family depend on me, especially in emergency situations. So guys, let me go ahead and get this installed, and hopefully this is going to be a real solution for my problem and possibly yours too. So let's go ahead and get it installed. All right, so I'm just going to show you how you put this together. You got your outdoor antenna here, and it's going to go through the middle of this pipe. You've got to take this little red thing off because it won't go all the way through with that on there. It's good to get this little thing straight. You want it straight in line with the actual main body of the wire, because if it's kind of crooked, it won't go through. There we go. We'll slide that all the way up here, and then this just screws right in here. You need a 13mm or 1/2" open-end wrench to tighten that up on there. You want to tighten it good because it is going to be under high vibration on a moving vehicle. All right, now this adapter right here has a little side cut out so the wire can come out, and this is the bottom. Now there's another extension here if you need it taller, but in my case I just need one. So put that on. Now we've got to feed this through here, and in this case we want to bend it up a little bit like that so that it'll actually go in and then come out like that. And we'll just feed that on down to here and screw this on. Okay, you'll need 2 13mm or 1/2" wrenches. 13mm and 1/2" wrench are interchangeable. And just tighten that up real good right there. All right, so now that's all good and secure. All right, now we're going to put this on right here, which is the the spring whip to give it a little flexibility. Just in case it runs into something, we don't want it to be rigid. We want it to be able to bend a little bit, give a little flex. Not that you should be running into anything with it, but this is a 7/8 inch wrench here. I'm sure there is a, there probably is a metric. All right, now we got to install the bracket. Okay, so we'll just run that through there, like so. It has this very special washer. You see there's a little ridge right there. That goes this way, and it's gonna snap in there and take up the slack in the bolt hole there. And then the nut goes on any which way, okay? And then in this case, we'll need 2 7/8 inch wrenches or a 7/8 inch wrench in the socket. So and we want to tighten this up really solid. Okay, so that's all assembled. Let's go ahead and put it on the truck. Okay guys, so here's the outdoor antenna. And the bracket that comes with this kit is meant for an RV. It has some loop bolts that go around like the back ladder on an RV and stuff. So it doesn't come with the adapter for a pickup, but that's not a problem for me because, you know me, if you watch my videos, I'm always figuring out a way around things. So what I'm going to do here is I have this hole here. I don't like drilling holes in my pickup, okay? So anything I can do to not drill holes. What I'm going to do here is create a wooden bracket, okay, out of a 2x4. Now, if you notice, this is an older 2x4, and I'm actually intentionally choosing this because it's already dried and well cured. It's several years old, so it doesn't have a lot of shrinking going on. New 2x4s from the store are fresh, and they've just been factory cured, but over time they will shrink in size. So if you create something that fits now with a green 2x4, it's going to shrink and get loose. This one's old and dried, so that's not going to happen. So once I get it fit in there, it's going to work fine. And if you can see right here, look here, this plate will bolt right onto this 2x4 perfectly, and just have to pre-drill some holes to keep it from cracking. But yeah, this is going to be good, and it'll give me a little height. If you see up here, it is a little bit above the cab. I wanted it to be not above the cab, but that's the length of the extension. There's another extension to get it higher, but I don't need it any higher than that. It's already too high. So it's not really intended that much for a pickup. As far as this kit right here, I'm sure they sell accessories to make it available for pickups. This is more intended for RV, but I'm gonna make it work on my pickup. So now we got it installed, and it's pretty stable, and so now we just got to run this wire inside to the booster. All right, so I've got it installed. I've just installed a temporary, but there's the antenna right there. I just ran it right here underneath the door rubber molding right there. I'll figure out where to drill a hole later. There's the booster down there on the seat, and then the transmitter is up in the front seat. There's the transmitter right there by my 4-wheel drive gear shift. So I want to explain something to you about how this thing works, okay? Now it may seem simple just by looking at it, but this is the receiver, obviously, and it's going to receive the signal from the cell tower. That signal is going to be transmitted down to the booster, okay? And on this thing right here, we've got the outdoor, so this is where you connect the outdoor antenna, And then on this side it says indoor, and that's where you're going to connect the indoor antenna, okay? So that's all pretty simple, okay? That's the booster. So that's the receiver, sends signal there, that boosts the signal, okay? And then the transmitter is repeating the signal that this is receiving inside the truck. Now here's the danger with this system, or the complication, not danger. It's called loop feedback, all right? So since the signal that this is receiving is being repeated by the transmitter, it's literally repeating the same identical signal. So if the receiver receives the signal from the transmitter, if the transmitter is a more powerful signal than the outdoor signal, what's going to happen is the transmitter will receive that signal from itself, feed it back through, boost it, and it'll create a loop in which you'll have signal, full bar, full strength, but it's actually not receiving data from the tower because it's looping back. Now, you need to get the receiver as far away from the transmitter as possible. But more important than the distance is the height, okay? So the transmitter actually is going to transmit pretty much horizontal. They don't transmit like this, like a sphere. They transmit outwardly, horizontally, okay? So the height difference between the receiver and the transmitter is of more importance than the actual distance. Now, barriers like metal and steel and stuff, that all plays a part, okay? The transmitter is a weaker signal, but since it's transmitting inside the car, it's not going to get through the metal, the glass, plastic, everything, and get out here to the receiver. But because they're a height, you don't want to put your transmitter up on the ceiling, is what I'm saying. You don't want to put it on the same horizontal plateau as the receiver, because it's broadcasting at a horizontal plane, okay? So this is receiving up here and it's broadcasting down here. Now there is a little overlap, but that should be taken care of by the structure of the vehicle. So that's the basic science about how to install this. The higher the receiver is above the transmitter, the better. On an RV, that's not too much of an issue because you're gonna put the transmitter over the roof. You're gonna put the receiver over the roof, and the transmitter is going to be down on the ground or inside on the floor of the RV. But on a truck like this, where it's pretty close, you got to get that height difference. All right, so now we've got it installed. Let's do some testing with it and see how it works. All right, so I'm in my truck, and if you look down here, pretty much without signal on my phone here. Okay, and so the device itself is off, so I'm gonna plug it in. All right, let it power up here, and let's see what happens to my signal. And there it went up to 5 bars 4G inside the car, and I was down to almost no signal at all, so it did boost it. Let's go ahead and unplug it here, and let's see what happens here. And get back down here, back down to almost nothing. Okay, plug it in again, and let it turn on. Boom, there it goes, full signal, guys. So there's no question that it is working. You know, you saw there I did it twice, so no question about it. I'm in a low signal area, and it did boost the signal inside the car significantly, so that's good. All right, guys, well, it works. It does its job, and now I hopefully will have good signal in areas of weak coverage. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button underneath the video, subscribe to my channel, and remember, I will place links to this product and anything else that I used in the video for your convenience. Until next time, this is the Gadget Man saying, I'll see you later.